Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. Before we start with the video, I'm going to show, before we start with the TA, I'm going to show you a video, the last video from yesterday about the ADA chart. Not even a higher high. So again, weakness in the chart. And we then started to move down here in what I believe now is the purple wave 3. So we're just following the roadmap here at the moment. This could, for example, here become a head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, if you want to see it like that. But then you can also see how the Elliott waves and traditional pattern trading belong together, how they go together. So let me explain. Wave 1 down, wave 2 up. We now expect a wave 3 down. Wave 3 is normally the strongest wave, especially a wave 3 of a wave 3, which should be following next after the wave 2 here is complete in yellow. So a wave 3 of the wave 3 should be the strongest wave down. So we can prepare for that mentally already. But yeah, at the moment, after we can count, because we can count this way. By the way, who was mentally prepared? I hope everybody who watched these videos. Wave 1 down complete. It is basically the wave 1 of the wave 3 in yellow, because the wave 3 itself is a 5-wave move. So in the end, we will need 5 waves in this wave 3. Yeah, and I actually moved that a little bit lower. Okay, so let me see if I can actually, because there was an element in the video, where I actually showed you the head and shoulders, but we can still do that in the TA now. Can't find it now, but what we did expect was a move up here towards the target area, into the target area. Now we touched the target area, yeah, or missed it very slightly. It came all the way up to 61.6 cents, and the target area started at 61.9. So it shows you as well the weakness in the charts at the moment, that there is a lot of downward pressure. Normally the wave 2 should have gone a bit higher, but in my opinion, we came close enough, especially in the current market conditions, which are very bearish. A lot of other wave 2s that we can currently in the charts, currently in other cryptos, they didn't really they barely did anything. Honestly, I have even difficulties to identify a wave 2 at the moment. But yeah, in my opinion, this could have been a wave 2. We did what we needed to do. I mean, it didn't really go into the target area, but what was the target area based on? It was based on the area between the 50% fib retracement and the 78.6%. That is where you would usually find more than, I would say, 70% of wave 2s in that area, which doesn't mean it couldn't even bounce off lower. Obviously, we were still in a downtrend, therefore we have to be prepared for earlier downside. And it came very close anyway, yeah. But in the end, the candle closed here, the 1 hour candle, at the 38.2% fib level, which is fine for a wave 2, but a bit, not strong enough that it is normally what a wave 4 would do. But then again, yeah, no, we'll see. It came very close. So in the end, down here at, I think the video was made when we were, where were we? 59.2 cents. We expected another move up, which we did, to 61.5. Then came down with an engulfing red candle. At the latest here was clear that we were going to move down lower. And then at the very latest, actually, when we broke the wave 1 low, which I mentioned in the last video as well, we would need to break the wave 1 low to get confirmation that we are heading further down here. And this is what we're doing. And I think the Elliott wave count, we're riding the right waves here, because told you that the next wave would be a very strong wave down, which is, I think, what we are observing here at the moment. Very interesting chart. So I told you that what we are doing here does not look like a breakout scenario yet. It looks better than other cryptos, but in the end, what we're doing here with ADA, everybody's expecting a run to the upside before the Basel hard fork. I've been telling you months ago, I remember that in a bearish market, an environment where you have bearish market sentiment, we might see a little bit of a move up, but probably not a big run that everybody expects. So be careful about that. It's not much time left before the Basel hard fork, and we need to be careful. Yeah. So a run to the upside because of Basel is not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed, and therefore I warned you. Okay, so we came down as expected. What we would need to do now, as a target for the bears now, is to cross below the wave B low here. Yeah, so overall, from the low here on the 12th of May, we made an ABC pattern. The C wave was the peak here at the wave 4, and now we are heading down in this wave 5 down there in white. And the wave 5 is split into 5 subwaves. And we're following the roadmap here perfectly at the moment. Currently in the wave 3, in my opinion, in purple. That is how I currently see the market. That might change should the price make a move that we don't expect, something unlikely or so, which we need to be prepared for. But at the moment, it's all looking like it. 1, 2. The wave 3 should be the most bearish and the longest wave. So this is what we need to prepare for. And it looks currently quite bearish, to be honest. What would be the target for that wave 3 in yellow? Let's do that. We go down to the wave 1 low. We go to the wave 2 high. And that would give us the 1.618 fib extension for the wave 3. We should actually get to 45.3 cents, which would probably be happening as it's just above the wave B low. But be aware that we are currently finding support here at this ascending channel. So this is probably where we see now another decision point. But if that gets broken, we will go to that 46 cent level, 45.3 cents off the wave 3 target. The 1.618 multiple of the wave 1 is the wave 3 target. And then we would see a wave 4 retracement to the upside and a wave 5 down. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that 5 wave move would complete the wave 3 in purple. So from what we can see here, if this is the right wave count, we should not be finished yet with wave 3 in purple, also not with wave 3 in yellow. Wave 3 in yellow could be finished, but then wave 5 needs to be short, because what we don't want is that wave 3 is the shortest wave. This is not allowed as per the Elliott wave rules. So from my point of view, not a breakout scenario here. Absolutely not. For me, the way we are coming down is far too impulsive at the moment. This could still be something different. Yeah, it could be something different. So, but for now, I'm going to stick to that. If anything changes in the chart, I will of course update you once more today. For now, I would expect here maybe a little bit of a retracement just as a reaction to that support level, but then this level to be broken, maybe in the next few days, going down to the wave B low, ideally break below that to finish off the wave 3 in purple. I mean, what could be, I mean, there are always different ways of how you can count this, but for me, this is an impulsive wave to the downside. Could also be possible that what we've seen here, that this was the wave 1, and that only now we are coming up in a wave 2 retracement. So if we see any sort of substantial retracement now to the upside, then this is probably what it is, that this wave 2 in yellow has never finished, and that this here was the wave 1, because this can be counted as that as well. So we have, for example, here wave 1, 2, then this was the wave 3, which would actually make sense due to its length. Then this was the wave 4, which would also make sense due to its length and retracement, and that this then was the wave 5, and that we would then now expect actually a wave 2 retracement, which would take us into the region, just to show you, between 58.3 cents and 63.1 once more. So let's prepare for both scenarios. Any strong retracement to the upside, again, it wouldn't be bullish. The invalidation point for the current scenario would not be reached until we get above 66.9 cents. Okay, so this would be invalidation point, but even then I wouldn't go bullish. Yeah, I wouldn't go bullish. Even above 68.7 cents, which would be the invalidation point that the wave 4 is finished here, all I would do is to move the wave 4 along, just purely because of price structure. Yeah, this does not suggest a breakout scenario. It just doesn't for me. It just doesn't. You could count it as here a wave 1, 2 and a wave 1, 2. Yeah, this would be something like a flat pattern here. And then we would expect the wave 3 to the upside. That would be a breakout scenario, but the structure just, especially this impulse, if this would have to be a wave 1 here, absolutely horrible. Horrible wave count for a wave 1. I don't believe it. Yeah. It's possible. Technically we can count it, can make it work, but for confirmation, due to the general market environment and what I expect for Bitcoin and the way we just came down here, yeah, my view, to really start to think about a breakout scenario to the upside, I would want to see significant price action above 75 cents to get confirmation. By the way, we are back in the target area here in yellow. Yeah, this was the overall target area where I did expect the overall correction for Cardano to finish between 30 and 55 cents. And we can't really specify it further. So anybody who missed buying in this target area here when we were in it, yeah, maybe even here at 39 cents or 44.5, and who was then getting FOMO when we were moving out, now is another time. Now is another time if you want to buy. We've just dipped, you know, we're back in the target area. I'm not telling you to buy, but if you missed it, yeah, think about it. That's your decision, but think about it. And because this is generally the area from a higher level point of view where we would expect the turnaround. It could happen at any point. Could happen now, could happen down here at 29 cents. We don't have confirmation yet, of course not, but this is, as far as Elliott wave goes, where the overall correction for ADA should be finished, based on what the target of this higher level correction is, the target that we've been talking about for months, coming down from here in this wave 2 in green. Yeah, this is between the 88.7 and the 78.6% FIB level, and yeah, you can't really specify it much further. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe, and if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.